How's it going, everybody? Today, instead of talking about like an actual video game, I decided I wanted to talk about a video game console. Now, I know that the Switch Lite has been out for about 2 years now. However, this version, the blue version, which is actually more of a GameCube purple version, I guess, came out in about May of this year, and it was my first Switch Lite. So, that's the perspective I'm going to talk about it from. My first purple Switch Lite. So, overall, the Switch Lite is actually a surprisingly decent console. Now, I didn't go out of my way originally to get any of the smaller versions of the consoles. Like, my 2DS I bought within the last year. When a bigger version of the already small console would come out, that's usually what I would spring towards. Like, with the DSi, I bought a DSi XL. Actually, a friend of mine traded me for my DSi because he liked the smaller one. I'm like, okay, cool. Free DSi XL. With the Switch, I not only, because of the color, because this is a beautiful purple, purpley blue, blurple type thing, I thought that it would be a nice investment to have like a perfectly portable Switch. That way I can just leave my normal Switch sitting in the dock. And, for the most part, it is a great way to have all of my games digitally without having to worry about carrying around the game cards. Now, I do still have a few game cards, and I'm still going to get some more because I like playing my console Nintendo Switch. But the Switch Lite, like I said, it's a very nice alternative just to have something, put it in a bag, call it a day. When I first saw it in person, I was at a Target, back when they were still doing the in-store demos that you could still play, you know, remember back before the dark times? Yeah. Well, they had a yellow Switch Lite on display, and I'm like, ooh, let's play some Tetris 99. And it was very small. The screen is shorter than your phone. Like, if I put my phone up to it, the actual screen itself is shorter, but it is wider. So it gives you a proper 16:9 aspect ratio, whereas the phone is like 19:9 or something. Something really, really weird. A lot smaller than you'd think, but that doesn't hinder the performance or the playtime at all. I had no issue sitting there playing it until I was looking at it through my viewfinder when I was recording the B-roll. It was like just sitting there playing it. It's a lot more comfortable than the Nintendo Switch normally. Like with my normal Switch, I have the Satisfy grip because, wow, that thing gets cramped. But here, I still don't have a Satisfy grip, not because I'm too lazy to get one, but I don't feel like I need it. Because with the D-pad and the games that I play on it, I don't really like, it's not as joysticky. And if I need to use my joystick a lot, I'll just use my Pro Controller. Yeah, there's no kickstand. Brayden, how are you gonna do that? For the B-roll anyways, I propped it up on my 3DS XL. And it worked fine. It worked surprisingly well, actually, in fact. While there are some pros, and a few, like, it is a pretty nice console. I like the overall build quality. I love the color. And the battery is the same as the Redbox Switch. So you're getting the best of all three worlds in that sense, where you've got a D-pad, a nice quality screen, and a better battery life than the Switch normal Redbox version, because it's a smaller package and has to do a lot less than the normal Switch. It doesn't have to have the internals that convert the video from the console to HDMI to all of that nonsense. You just have the console, and it's great, except when it's not. The D-pad, while it is nice to have, it and the buttons both feel extremely squishy, and I don't like super clicky buttons. Like my computer, it's loud, but it's not unbearable. I just even like the 2DS has nice, not squishy, but also not super tactile buttons. These are like playing with Play-Doh. The D-pad specifically feels a lot like you're just mushing your thumb around in Play-Doh, hoping to God that you actually press the right command inputs. But other than that, in terms of the buttons, they're great. The joystick or the joysticks are fine. Do I wish that I could have detachable purpley blue blurple Joy-Cons? Yeah, but it's a Switch Lite. I knew that going in, that I was not going to be able to have detachable Joy-Cons unless you're playing Rock 1, 2, 3 and you just cut them off. I'm not doing that because this was $200. No, other than the buttons feeling mushy. The audio is also something I wish was better. I never really used the Switch portably without headphones on anyways, just because if I'm using my Switch portably, I'm in a public place, and I don't want to be a douche, right? I already am a douche, but I don't want to be that big of a douche. So I just tested it out while I was at home, and the volume, even all the way up, if you're probably 10 feet away, you're going to have a very hard time hearing it, which I guess it's nice if you're in public. But again, if you're in public, wear fucking headphones, you douchebag. But I'm not in public. I'm in the comfort of my own house. Talking about a Nintendo Switch Lite, purpley blue. I seriously don't understand how the fuck that box calls this blue. I don't know, like, yeah, my shirt is like vibrant purple. This is still not blue. Like, put it up next to it. Oh wow, they're in the same fucking color family. This is not blue, Nintendo. This is not blue! You know what is blue? That like button once you smack it. I'm so sorry. Overall, I did like my time with the Switch Lite. I'm still gonna use it when I'm just like testing out games before I go and play them on my Switch. My Switch that just sits in the dock because I don't like the Switch aspect of it. Even though it's a Switch, the whole fucking point is so you can just pick it up, play it, set it back down in the dock. I'm sorry. I like the fact that this is just a solid portable device. Yeah, it's cool that the Switch can go in and out. Do I wish the Switch could just stay docked and have a lot more horsepower under it because it doesn't have to have a mobile GPU in it? 1000%. But this isn't a Switch review, this is a Switch Lite review. And everything about the Switch Lite, minus the crummy buttons and D-pad and the audio, is awesome. I genuinely do, unironically, unequivocally like the Switch Lite, probably better than the normal Switch for portability. Now, graphics-wise, I didn't play anything, I don't play anything super demanding. If I have something demanding, I just play it on my PC. Like, I'm a PC gamer through and through. I play my fair share of Valorant.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
But for the Switch, the games on the Switch are not meant to be powerhouses. Thus, the reason Doom Eternal runs like it's running on a toaster. In fact, I think a toaster would run it better than the Switch. But that's the thing. Or you don't buy a Nintendo Switch in hopes that it's like an RTX 3090. You know this going in. Were there graphical issues? No. I was playing Miitopia, for fuck's sake. If there are graphical issues on a 3DS game, there's a fucking problem. I do think that is a good place to wrap it up. Me rambling about the Switch Lite for what seems like an eternity. If you did enjoy this weird one-off video, be sure to just smash the like button. It helps me out. If you haven't subscribed already, there's 1% of you that have subscribed. Out of everybody watching these videos, just press the button. It's right below the video. It's right there. Just press it. It'll make me happy. And with all that being said, I'm going to go play some more Miitopia on my Nintendo Switch Lite. Adieu. Ow!